As a fresher, is it possible to get a DevOps job in the market? Please tell me. Whew, that is a question that I wouldn't say it's been a nightmare for me really, but then it's something that has been a concern for me also this last couple of weeks, because we tell people to learn DevOps, we tell people to learn cloud, we tell people to learn all these nice technologies, but then the question we don't answer, or the provision that is not being made, is the jobs that will be available for them when they finish learning. I'll say, yes, go do freelancing, go do this, go do that. But then there's no clear path to it. So I'll answer this truthfully, and I'll hopefully give some guide that will help you out there. And the short answer to your question is yes, there are jobs out there. There are jobs out there. You just need to dig deep enough. It's just like you're looking for gold. You don't see gold on the surface. You don't see silver on the surface. You don't see diamond on the surface. You have to refine stuff. You have to go deep to find it. And the current pace of the market now is that there are lots of people looking for the same job you're looking for. There are always jobs. If you go on LinkedIn, there are hundreds, if not hundreds of thousands of roles available in various companies. I'm speaking for this in the current market I'm in, the United Kingdom. But in Nigeria, I'm guessing that's where this viewer is from, it's a little bit different out there, because you have to know someone who knows that the role is open. I'm not saying it's a cutting corner thing. Is that you need to be in connection with someone who knows that this role is open in this company for this kind of people. And one thing I've seen in the market, especially Nigeria, Ghana, Africa, etc., is that the people you know goes a long way in the kind of roles you would get. Most of the jobs, good jobs you would get, are mostly by referral. And these referrals mostly come if you're an active part of a community. Now, assuming this, you are learning DevOps, you find the community online, you join it, and then you contribute to community, and then what happens is companies send their staff to these community events to scout for talent. And if you're not part of that community, there's no way you get it. So, one thing I'll say, if you're in a market like that, is be an active part of the community, such that when these opportunities open up, you would get involved. And also, market yourself. Your CV is not going to market itself. You need to do the active of actually marketing yourself. And how do you do this? The first one, as I mentioned, be an active part of the community. Contribute to open source, even if it's just documentation, updating readme.md files. As you're learning, you find a problem. When you fix it, don't just stay at what you fixed. Tell the world you fixed it. Also, you want to learn in public. You want to put it out there on Twitter, on LinkedIn. Shout about what you're learning. Put it out there that I'm learning this, and by some wonderful, amazing, wonders, you will get that job. And I can tell you this for a fact that naturally, I'm not a very vocal person, except when I'm making videos like this one, and I'm pretty shy. But then, if I think I've learned something, I would make content about it. And this has been something that has opened doors for me in finding most, like 95% of the roles I've ever had. Like, just creating content, telling people about it. So, as you learn something, share that knowledge. It will open doors for you in the future, if not immediately. So, as a fresher, you think, yes, I don't know so much, I don't know a lot of things. Still, put that little bit of knowledge out there. It might not be 100% accurate. I'm going to tell you that for a fact. It might not be 100% accurate, but the truth of the matter is the fact that you put it out there, there's a way the internet works that the right set of people will just find you. So yes, there are jobs out there. In the African market, it's not so easy to find. Even here in the more advanced markets, the jobs are out there. They are kind of easy to find, but then the right set of people need more things to be done to get those jobs. That's the current market, because in the COVID times, a lot of companies were hiring, and then now there's probably funding freeze and all those kind of things, and then some people are actually getting laid off. So there are not so much openings as there were like during the pandemic times. But then there are still roles open. I can tell you, if I open LinkedIn today, I'll see roles, I'll see messages from recruiters, although I hardly open my inbox even anymore now because there are a lot of messages from these people asking me to come take this role, take that role. But then I'm pretty fine where I am right now. So to answer your question for short, yes, there are jobs for recruiters, but I think also just putting my heart out here is, if you're in a structured learning environment, most likely after your training program, there'll be some sort of internship or something you can do. So, and that sort of adds to the answer I want to give is, if you can find internship, volunteer opportunities to actually just do stuff and get your portfolio boosted, do it. Don't first look for the money. To be honest, yes, I know you want to pay your bills, but then, if possible, do some free stuff first to get your portfolio up to shape. Then you can start charging your thousands of dollars per minute as much as you want to. And this is the experience that I think a lot of, I'm not old, don't get me wrong, a lot of the younger folks really don't get, is when you have your portfolio built up is when you can start charging a ridiculous amount of money for stuff. But then what I've seen most people actually want to do is they want to start making all that big money from the get-go, because today, yes, there's money in DevOps. There's some kind of money in it, yes, don't get me wrong, but then you don't make that insane amount of money if you don't have some skills under your belt, if you don't have some experience under your belt, if you don't have some backing for yourself. So to get that backing, you need to have done some free stuff. I'll tell you my experience for short. There are a lot of websites I did for 30,000 naira, 50,000 naira, 100,000 naira. I can't do those websites anymore now because, of course, I've passed that stage. I have bills to pay now. I got a family to feed. But then, at the very start of my career, I did a lot of those things to just build up my portfolio. I had a set of friends that we did projects together, building an entire stack of apps for 200,000 naira. Something that should have cost thousands of dollars. We built it for insane amount of money just because we were building our portfolio, we were building our skill set at that time. And then that paved way for us to get bigger projects, bigger roles. So as a beginner in the DevOps field, if the first job you get is not enough to pay your bills, take it first. That will add to your experience level, and then you can use that as a stepping stone to your first, next role till you get higher and higher and higher. And that's where I'll leave that advice for now. So yes, there are jobs on the market, but then there are some compromises you'll have to make if your, I would say, standards are too high. Okay? I don't know the state of the person asking this question, but I'm just answering this question on a general basis of what I've seen a lot of beginners ask me. And I hope that answered your question, and I've not come along as this old grumpy DevOps engineer. And I hope you can forgive me if I did. But of course, if you have further questions, put it in the comment section or use the link showing right now upon your screen, or scan this QR code to ask your question, and I'll get to them as soon as possible. Until I come your way again yet with another video. Stay safe and goodbye.